You are looking live at the most magical game show on Earth. And for the 133rd time in this show's history, welcome in. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri. And I am thrilled to present you with 26 new Disney trivia questions to test that Disney brain of yours. Last week, I almost threw up at the fact that the final Jeopardy wheel spin landed on the Black Cauldron. Oh my gosh, why the Black Cauldron? I don't want to do that. And I rewatched the movie this week, and I got some of the clues from you guys on DisneyJeopardy.com, and dare I say, not too bad.
Oh, you're charming.
I don't know if I'd say I'm a fan, but it's better than I remember. Check it out if you haven't done so yet. If you know absolutely nothing about the Black Cauldron, that's fine too. I've got 4 other categories to test you on, and you better ace them. Let's take a look at the board and see what episode 133 is all about. Black Cauldron is first, and once again, it's actually pretty good. Second category you'll be playing, shout out the Killers, When We Were Young. Next up, it's airports. Your theme park category of the week is the Carousel of Progress. And finally, what did the Club DJ members choose for episode 133? They chose piano renditions. 45% of the vote. The Fab Five, once again, a runner-up. Stuffed Toys puts up a nice number, 23%, but unfortunately, gets kicked to the curb. Fab Five will have another opportunity next week. As for piano renditions, Disney released a peaceful piano set of songs a number of years back. I'll be playing you a segment of one of those songs. You have to tell me what song Disney was recreating on the piano. With that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game. It's the cupcake round. Though again, I don't expect a lot of you to have seen the Black Cauldron, so I don't know how much of a cupcake this one is going to be, but I guess we're about to find out. Here it is. Henwen is a magical type of this animal who Taran is to look after. The correct answer here is a pig.
What's that for?
Put Henwen down. I never use her powers unless I have to.
Okay, it's now time for the When We Were Young category. This is all about things that happened to some of your favorite Disney characters when they were young. Scenes in which we see them at a younger age than the rest of the film. Here's the 200-pointer. In Coco, Hector sings this song to a young Mama Coco. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Coco yet, and also how long do we have to do that? Do we have to say spoiler alert for, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker 40, 50 years later? Coco's almost 10 years old at this point. But anyway, Hector, earmuffs if you haven't seen the movie yet, Hector is actually Mama Coco's dad, and he wrote this song, not Ernesto de la Cruz. Hector wrote this song, Remember Me, which is your correct answer here.
Remember me, though I have to travel far.
We're moving on to airports for the first time. Tri-County International Airport is the focus of a climactic scene in this film from the Toy Story franchise. Tri-County is the setting of a climactic scene in Toy Story 2.
You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Let's move on to the Carousel of Progress for the first time. According to the signature song, this is shining at the end of every day. Everybody now, there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Let's move on to the final clue of the cupcake round. It's piano renditions. Disney was recreating How Far I'll Go.
To the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to
Cupcake round complete. We're moving on to the second round with another fan-submitted clue for the Black Cauldron category. Gurgi swipes this type of fruit from Taran and refers to it as munchies and crunchies early in the film. The correct answer here is an apple.
Come on, the apple, let's have it. You horrible, greedy thing.
All right, let's move on to When We Were Young for the second time. When Hercules is born, his parents give him this gift. Oh, they just give him the casual gift of Pegasus.
Yes, a little cirrus, and a touch of nimble stratus, and a dash of cumulus. His name is Pegasus.
Here comes airports for 4. Bolt leads Penny towards the airport while she rides on one of these in the action-packed opening scene of Bolt. Penny is riding a scooter.
Good boy. Airport.
Here comes Carousel of Progress for the second time. The Carousel of Progress has lived at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland, but it made its debut at the World's Fair in New York during this year. The year was 1964.
Now, another of our World Fair exhibits that features the audio animatronics is the Carousel Theater of Progress.
Here comes piano renditions for 400 points. That slow-moving rendition was recreating the song of Strangers Like Me from Tarzan. We're moving on to the 600-point round. It's the Black Cauldron for the third time. In order to acquire the Black Cauldron, Taran trades this to a trio of witches. You know, it came before Hocus Pocus, but those 3 witches screamed Sanderson sisters to me. The correct answer here is a sword.
With this sword, you could be the greatest of warriors. Yes. I offer my dearest possession in exchange for the Black Cauldron.
When We Were Young, 600-point clue is headed your way. This clue is from the film Cruella. At the end of the sequence where we see her as a child, Estella dyes her hair this color right before we see the character portrayed as Emma Stone. It's a little confusing. What I'm saying is we see a young version of Estella dye her hair a certain color, and she goes out of the frame, and in comes Emma Stone years later with that same hair color. So, what's the answer? She dyes her hair red.
Don't worry, we're just getting started. There's lots more bad things coming, I promise.
We're on to airports for the halfway point of the game. Spider-Man makes his first appearance in the MCU at an airport in this Marvel movie. What is one of my favorite MCU films? It's Captain America: Civil War.
There's a lot going on here that you don't understand.
Stark said you'd say that. Wow.
Here comes Carousel of Progress for 6. With the Carousel of Progresses, 4 scenes spaced out throughout the year, name the months each scene takes place in. Well, our first scene brings us all the way back to the turn of the century. And I'm not talking about 99 to 2000, but 99 to 1900, so 120 25 years ago. That scene takes place on Valentine's Day.
Looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today.
So we've got February right there. The next scene, about 25 years later, takes place on the 4th of July.
Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years.
So we've got February and July. Next up, it's Halloween, so that, of course, is October. And finally, we end things in December. It's Christmas time, meaning those right there are the correct months. Here comes the 600-point clue for piano renditions. It may have been part of the 600-point round, but that does not mean this clue is actually worth 600 points. That's because this is, speaking of 600, the 3,600th clue in the history of Disney Jeopardy. And if you're a fan of the show, you know that means it's time for a daily double. So wager whatever you want to wager based on how knowledgeable you think you are on recognizing Disney on the piano. Okay, wagers complete. It's time to listen up to another piano rendition. This one worth perhaps a heck of a lot of points. We are going all the way back to the 1960s for this one. It's a recreation of a hit song from the Jungle Book. I Want to Be Like You.
I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
It's time for the most underrated part of the game. It's the 800-point round. If you ace this round, I'd say you're a pretty big Disney fanatic. Maybe not a Disney nerd, but a Disney fanatic. Let's find out. This is the Black Cauldron. Every time the character of, that's not a typo. I looked this up. That's not a typo. Fluter. This guy. All right. Every time that this guy lies or exaggerates, a string breaks on this type of instrument that he possesses. Fa-fa-lu-da-da-er possesses a harp.
I have sung in some of the finest courts. But I'm only waiting for an invitation.
We're on to When We Were Young for the 4th time. During one of her early birthdays, we see a scene where this princess is playing hide and seek. I love this princess, and I feel like she doesn't get the respect that she deserves. Perhaps because she's from the other studio. Correct answer is Merida.
Where is my little birthday girl? I'm going to gobble her up when I find her.
Here comes airports for 8. You can catch these two mice making their way through an airport to head to Devil's Bayou during The Rescuers. Who are Bernard and Miss Bianca?
Please report for flight 614.
Hurry, Miss Bianca. Medusa could be down at the Devil's Bayou by now.
Oh, I'm sorry, but a lady does have to pack a few things.
It's kind of weird. It's not really an airport. It's kind of like a helipad or something, but it's the best. If you have any other Disney movies that feature airports, let me know, because this category was a struggle. Let's move on to Carousel of Progress for 800. Mel Blanc, the legendary voice behind a number of non-Disney characters like Bugs Bunny and Tweety, voiced this character in the Carousel of Progress. He was Uncle Orville.
No privacy, it's all around this place.
Last clue before the 1000s, it's piano renditions. Let's get down to business. The correct answer is make a man out of you. 20 clues are down, 6 remain, including Final Jeopardy. But before we get there, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic soundtrack infused. Are we not following that? Unnecessarily spotlighted. Part of the game, the 1,000 point round. Hit it! We are kicking off the 1,000 point round with the final fan submitted clue of the game. You can do that yourself by heading over to DisneyJeopardy.com and going onto the clue page to submit a clue for whatever the final Jeopardy wheel lands on. Here we go. It's the Black Cauldron for the final time. This iconic character from a 1953 Disney film makes an appearance as an Easter egg after the main characters get sucked into a whirlpool. Who is Tinkerbell from Peter Pan? Yep, there she is. Here's When We Were Young for the final time. In Inside Out, joy is introduced as Riley's first emotion soon after she's born. Put the other 4 emotions in order from oldest to youngest based on when they were introduced in the movie. After joy came sadness. She was the second emotion, causing Riley to pretty much cry immediately. Sadness was followed by fear, my favorite emotion from the film. And we've got disgust, and finally, anger. Here comes your final clue from the airport category. In Home Alone, the McAllister family begins making phone calls from an airport in this city after realizing they left Kevin behind. McAllisters went to Paris.
Village Police Department.
Yeah, hi, look, I'm calling from Paris. I have a son who's home alone.
Our phones there are out of order, so I'd like somebody to go over to our house, tell him that we're coming home to get him.
Here's your final clue from Carousel of Progress. During the scene where John is holding a fan, the fan has this North American iconic location displayed on it. Is it American? Is it Canadian? Fight all you want. The correct answer here is Niagara Falls. Here comes your final clue on the board before Final Jeopardy. It's another piano rendition. Listen up. And that was our first song from a non-animated Disney movie. It was from Mary Poppins. The correct answer is Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
25 clues are down and 1 remains. Just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days. It's time for the Final Jeopardy wheel spin. So that means it's time to spin that wheel. Here we go. I'm gonna spin the wheel and hopefully it lands on something that I'm actually excited about. But you know what? I'm open-minded now after the Black Cauldron situation. And look at that, we are going back to 2008 for the film Bolt. And somehow, after 133 categories in this show's history, I have never done a Bolt category. I've had a number of Bolt clues throughout different games. Even this game had a Bolt clue, but I've never done a category featuring 5 clues all about that movie. And I love the movie. If you love the movie too, make a big wager right now to try to score some points. And time is up. I'm excited about next week. I love Bolt. I'll rewatch it in anticipation of episode 134. What do you guys think of it? It doesn't really feel like a Disney movie, but I think it's a good movie nonetheless. Let's check out the final clue of episode 133. This character shouts, "It's a good day to die," before being saved by Mittens the cat. Good luck. And time is up. I don't know about you guys, but when I look back at this movie, I of course think of the adorable dog Bolt, and I think of Mittens the kitten, voiced by one of my favorite actresses, Susie Essman, but I often forget about this character. The correct answer to Final Jeopardy in episode 133 is Rhino the Hamster.
Coming through. It's a good day today.
Not on my watch, rodent.
And that does it for episode 133 of Disney Jeopardy. Thank you so very much for watching. The executive producer of Disney Jeopardy thanks you as well. Right, Bunny? Say thank you. That's her version of saying thank you. And shout out to all the Club DJ members. Bunny loves you guys, and so do I. You had quite an exciting poll last week, as the Fab Five once again was the runner-up. It gets another opportunity this week to squeeze into next week's episode 134. It'll have to defeat these two opponents. Bunny, are you excited about the Bolt category next week? I know, I'm thrilled about it. It's a dog category. And speaking of dogs and pets, shout out to all these guys. We're Disney Jeopardy fans. We've got Noelle, Sasha, and Scarlett on the screen right there. And then we've got Boogie Boy, the cat, as well. All diehard fans of Disney Jeopardy. Sure. Now you know the deal. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe and click that bell icon. Hello, bell. That was the one. That was the one I've been waiting for. If they ever do that LeFou show on Disney Plus and Luke Evans needs a voice double or something as guest on, that's what I'm submitting. I don't think a voice double is a real thing, but fingers crossed. Anyway, this way you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I will see you next week for episode 134, featuring that cute little doggy Bolt.
Bye-bye.